Hi guys, I welcome you all back to my channel. My name is Aisha. In today's video, I will be showing you how to cut and sew this v-neck rush bubu gown. I will be showing you the details on how to cut it and how to sew it. If you are new to my channel, kindly click on the subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you will be notified. Please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you all for your support. God bless you all. Happy viewing. This is the chiffon material I will be using. I have 2.5 yard here with me. I will be cutting both the front and the back together. I'll be cutting the one that I will be placing at the center of the front to create the rush. So I'll come here, I'll measure 2.5 inch. Making use of 58 for the length of the gown. So make sure the length is long. You can see I fold it into two. This is it. Put your material this way. You see. So and I will fold it back this way. So fold it. I'm cutting the back and the front aspects together. This is it. So I'll come to the upper part here. This is my starting point. Come here. I will measure half inch that I will be using for the joining at the upper parts, because I will join the shoulder together, so I will need to add that allowance to it. So this is that half inch. So that I'm using is 16 inches. I will divide my shoulder by 2. That will give me 8 inches. So I have 8 here. So from here you measure 8. So this is 8. My shoulder down, the measurement I took there is 8 inches. So I'll come here, I'll measure 8 inches. So this is 8 for the sleeve, as in the sleeve length I'm using is 8 inches. So I will add 1 inch to it for the folding. So I'll be adding 1 inch to it for the folding, because I will need to fold the edges of my sleeve. The shoulder, this is the sleeve, and this is the allowance that I'll be using to fold the sleeve edges. So from there I'll come to this side here. I'll come here, I'll come down by 1 inch. So this is 1 inch. I'll be coming down by 1 inch. You can see. So I'll come here, I'll slant down 1 inch here to meet this here. This is the 1 inch. You slant it to meet here. That's our shoulder slope. You can see. You come down here from here. That's our shoulder slope. So now from here I'll be making use of 9 inch. This is 9 inches for the wideness of my round sleeve. So I'm making use of 9 inches. So this is 9 inches. So here I'll measure my bust length. So this is my bust length. So this is my bust length. Five and a half is my hip length. So this is it. So I'll come to the bust. The bust I'm using is 43. So this is 43. You can decide to add as free as you want. So I might decide to add 5 inch, and you can decide to add 6 inch. It depends on you how free you want your bubu. But I want it free. So I want mine to be free very well. So I'll add 5 inches. You shape it this way to meet the 5-inch that we took. So 5 inches from here to here is 5 inches. So now I'll come to the hip. The hip I'm using is 44. So you divide your hip by 4. So I have 44 here. From there I'll add that same 5 inches. I'll add it to it. This 5 inch. So you can see this is it. So from here, so now I will just straighten it. You can see it. So here we will just bring it in an A-shaped way. So you won't straight it from that hip side. You just give it a shape to the down aspect. So from here I'll be taking my full length measurements. You can see, making use of everything. I'm making use of the whole length. I'm making use of the whole length. So this is 25. You know, the hip length I measure is 25. So I start my measurement from here downward. So I'm making use of the whole length. So this is the side out first. So you need to be very careful. You know, this is chiffon, so you have to be patient with it when cutting it if you are making use of chiffon material. So from we'll be using to join it at the shoulder. So I add it to it at the shoulder here. And just notch it at the center here for you to know the center point. I'll be cutting the neck. The width I'm using is 4 inches. I'm making use of 4 inches for the width. This 4. And I'll be making use of 8 inches for the depth. This 8. Yes, this is it. So I'll cut. So now here I will chalk it for me to know the center point, so that if I'm joining the one I'll be using for the rush at the center, I won't find it difficult to know the center point. So you need to use your chalk to chalk it. So that's just a guide for you to know the center. So this is the center. So the chalk is just a guide for us to know the center of the. For the neck, I'm making use of 4 inches for the neck also. As in for the width, I'm making use of 4 inches for the width. And here, you know, we had ½ inch to it here at the upper part here. So after that ½ inch, that's where I'll start my 1 inch for the depth of the neck at the back. So you can see after that ½ inch, that's where you start your 1 inch for the depth. So from there I'll curve it this way. So I'll be cutting it out. can see. So this is the neck of the back aspect. I'll be using for the rope. I'll be showing you the sewing aspect. Piling the V-neck, so I'll need to pile it. So from the back, this is what I'll be using. I've cut this out, so I'll be using it to turn the neck. So from the back aspect, I will be sewing it from the back aspect. I will sew it to the front aspect. So you can see, place it this way and sew it around. Come to the center of the V-neck here, so I will notch it. The reason for that is for it to lay. This way to the front aspect. You can see it. And place your sewing using matching thread. You can see how neat it is. You can see it. So now you place it together this way. Make sure it's equal at the shoulder and at the side for us to get the center point. So you check the side here also. You check it at the side. So you can see this is it. So you come here, you give it that shape, that in form of that at the neck here, from this side here to the point that we fold. So you give it that shape for us to have that V look. You can see this is it. So if I open it, you can see how it is. You can see it here. If I open it, you can see it. So this is it. This is the neck. So now I'll first before placing the string casing at the center. So now we will now come to first. I'll fold this in at the edges here. So let me do that. So I'll fold this at the edges. See, this is it. So now, so this is the center back of the front aspect to that same front, the V-neck. So this is the center. So I've chalked it. I don't know, maybe you can see it, maybe it's obvious. So this is it, this is the chalk. So I'll come here, I'll place this at the center here this way. So I'll place it at the center here this way, like this. You can see you place it this way, and you use your pin to hold it, and use your pin to hold it. You can see. So from there, it in. So I will need to fold it in this way here. So I'll fold it in. Just make sure you follow the line, the center line. So from here, so I'll come here, I'll fold it in this way. So you place your sling on it. Extreme end of the down aspect. So I'll come here, you will leave like 1 inch, so or 1.5. So you leave like 1 inch or 1.5. So I'll use it to fold it in this. So I'll come here, I'll fold it in this way to meet with this. So make sure it's equal. So make sure everything is equal, so you can see. So and I'll fold it in. So fold it in, so meet it. The second side. So just make sure your hand is straight and you are using a machine thread. Please like this video, and if you are new, click on the subscribe button. This is it. So I'll come to the center now. I will use stitch to divide it into 2. So I'll be placing stitching at the center here. So I'll place it downward to divide it into 2. So this is the back aspect, and this is the front aspect. So you can see the front, so you can see how neat it is. So you can see it. So now neck, and I'll fold the down aspect. So I'll fold it this way. So I'll be putting it at it now. And there's the front aspect. I'll be joining it at the shoulder. So you pick the shoulder, the right side facing the right side, and now so you stitch it with the 1/2 inch that will add to it at the shoulder. So now I'll come to the sleeve here. I'll fold it with 1 inch that I had to the edge of the sleeve, so I'll be folding it in here. So ½ inch. At the side, let's see. So this is it. So now, so I have some in pieces there, so I will need to join it together. After then I will now fold it. So let me do that. 3 inches here. So I have 3 inches long here. So now I'll be folding it. You fold this so, and you bend. You can see I fold the 2 sides and I'll bend it on each other like this. Yes. Bubu here, pass it in. So this is it, and this is the back aspect of the, so you can see, so from the wrong aspect, so I'll come here, so I will insert it to it. From the upper part, you can see from the upper part we insert it to it. So I will remove it. So same thing applies to the second. So you pick the edge too, so you pick it, so this is it at the front. up. If you have any question or suggestion, you can drop it in the comment section below. Kindly subscribe to my channel and make sure you turn on your notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you will be notified. Thanks for watching. Bye.